Fuck yourself. Jesus
Your other
Christ.
free-roaming vagina, then.
God damn you.
What is it that's on the disc here? Is that supposed to be
planet.
the world?
Yeah, it's the planet. It's that graphic they showed in the movie.
Okay, so is the implication on the disc, judging by the way this looks, is the implication here supposed to be that the theme park is like so big you can see it from space?
Yeah. Because it's in
guess.
California.
No.
Because it's in California?
Because
Things in California so big you could see them from space?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the people, you can see them from space.
Yeah,
They're huge.
The buildings, the amusement parks
everything,
are
man.
so big you could see
the the earthquakes like tearing the state apart. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
You know how I say, like, you can maybe see, like, the Great Wall of China from space? No, you can see everything in California from space.
Specifically
but
in California.
Once it hits any other state, you can't see anything.
It's basically just a planet of its own.
Oh my god. California is planet Hollywood.
Like, the texture quality of California is just impeccable.
Oh my god.
As compared to other states.
Well,
can you just start explaining ZombieLand?
Okay, I can do that. That's easy.
umpteenth goddamn time, explain it.
Yeah, just
summarize.
Just start from the beginning.
Work my way to the end.
Wonderful beginning.
Summarize your fucking ass
and work your way to the end.
Well, you see, you start off with our...
Who starts off?
I was just about to say, we start off with the main character, whose the story is told through the perspective of Jesse Eisenberg's character, Columbus's.
So he starts off, right?
Yeah, he starts off.
Okay, good.
He starts off.
I was making sure
he starts off.
that he started.
And where is he located at the beginning of the movie?
The hell if I know.
He was in a gas station.
Yeah,
but he started off in the gas station, right?
Well, actually, the beginning of the movie, it's that iconic beginning where he's explaining
like
all the rules and stuff.
Well, yeah, zombies, they just so happen to be there. That's not explained. It's not important. Zombies are here, they're here to stay.
It's actually a pretty nice shot with that, like, recording, like, found footage thing, where the zombie just pops up out of nowhere, seats the dude. It's kind of nice.
What is he talking about?
You don't know what I'm talking about? Where he starts explaining it, it starts off on that, like, found footage thing of the guy, like, going through Washington, D.C. He's, like, looking for
because, like, it starts off, like, on the American flag.
Because we watch it and we were like...
They have the national anthem playing.
Yeah, because we looked at it and we were like, oh, man, those explosions look just impeccable.
Man, that fire looks really good.
It looks really real.
I don't know what the budget is for this movie, but you got a lot of those in the early 2000s. Those CGI.
Well, I mean, they used all the budget on like all the blood and gore in this movie. Like, I'm surprised they had any left for like a CGI fire.
Yeah,
all the guns too. Oh, it's so awesome.
So, the whole thing is like told from his perspective, and like he goes through all the rules of like what you do in the zombie apocalypse and like how he survived so long. And I guess like his character like goal is to like go back to like his hometown to like try and find like a family of his own because he's just out there alone.
Well, isn't it he's trying to like find his own family?
That's what I was saying. He's like trying to find his parents that he's never been very close with anyway.
Yeah, he touches them or something. I don't know. It's very well explained.
What?
That's what he does. He's looking for his family to touch.
Yeah, that's what he does. You heard it here first.
Instead, he ends up in his dorm room with Amber Heard.
Well, that's where he was in the beginning, like before the virus, or the zombies just so happy. Yeah, before the virus like really hit the Earth. He was in his dorm. He was
definitely starting off on World of Warcraft.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he's playing, right? World of Warcraft.
Yeah, because he literally mentions it by name.
Classic WoW guys.
I did see this movie, I swear.
We literally just watched it.
This was the first R-rated movie I saw. I swear I just saw this movie.
Believe it or not, we all just saw this movie.
Yeah, we're just so fucking
I've seen it multiple times, I swear.
But yeah, no, he's just like going around like kind of pretty much aimlessly, just like I guess looking around. I guess for supplies.
Well, he was just on like foot for the beginning, so it's just him like.
Well, he had a car.
Around.
No, he wasn't on foot.
No, he had his car.
He was at a gas station.
Oh no,
he was at his gas station
in a car.
Yeah, he has the car for like 2 seconds though, so he's like on foot afterwards.
Yeah, and like you see him like going into the bathroom. He's got like, like a fear of bathrooms of like a zombie or perhaps even a clown. That's a huge thing. He has a huge fear of clowns. That definitely only like explored at the very end of the movie. Which like that whole like story arc that whole thing.
We'll get to the clown thing. We'll just keep explaining the movie. We'll get to the clown thing. We'll talk about it when we get to it.
Anyway, you have like this skittish kid. On the back of the box says he's scared of everything. He meets Tallahassee. Played by Woody Harrelson.
Oh, you said it right, thank God.
Yeah, I know. I was having difficulties with it before, but I said it right.
I'm
just
so
for
proud
you,
of
Nick.
You. I'm so proud of you.
I love you, Nick. Anyway, he meets him, and like they have like the most awkward standoff imaginable. Like, he just gets out of Tallahassee gets out of the car, right? He's looking like a badass. And like Columbus is like standing there, like arms are shaking. He's like looking like he's about to shoot. Yep. Tallahassee pulls out his gun. He aims, points it at him. He's not whole nice and calm. And like all of a sudden,
Jesse Eisenberg in that scene looks like he's shitting his pants.
Yeah, all of a sudden he sticks out his thumb like he's like hitchhiking. You're like, all right, even though like we were just pointing guns at each other, and I'm not sure if I could even trust you. Get in, kid.
Get the fucking mic.
Like,
was it a Cadillac? Yeah, it's a Cadillac.
Yeah, it was his favorite Cadillac.
It's my Cadillac. My daddy had it.
Yeah, like, no names.
Oh, shit.
But like they learn each other's names.
I don't know. I enjoyed Jesse Eisenberg a whole lot in this movie, and I feel like if it wasn't for Woody Harrelson, and we'll get to him, Jesse Eisenberg would be the star of this movie. I mean, he's the main character, obviously, so he's supposed to be the star.
Yeah, the story is like told through his perspective.
His performance is really good. Unfortunately, it's overshadowed a lot by Woody Harrelson, but his performance is really good. I mean, he's playing Jesse Eisenberg, but
yeah, like that's.
I mean, that's it. But he's playing it without the arrogance that he has in a lot of his roles. A lot of his roles have this like arrogance, and I think that's Jesse Eisenberg himself. Like if you watch like interviews and stuff, he has like this kind of arrogant nature thing to him. But he doesn't have any of that arrogance in this, which
wasn't it like one of his first like major roles too, so I guess he wasn't going to come off like
this was
it's also probably just how the character's written too, but I don't think he's going to come off like that pretentious right away. The only way he really does come off is like, oh, I have these rules.
Yeah, he's not supposed to, but even then he's not forcing his rules on other people, right?
Yeah, no.
I mean, he's forcing it on the audience. How many times we see the cardio thing like blow up in the screen?
You gotta know that Jesse Eisenberg works out, man.
It would have been pretty cool for them to like have like other rules in there, but they only seemed like they only had like 5 or 6.
But like they weren't in order.
What
it was
were
like
they?
1, 2,
were like
17, and
rule
like
number
31.
1
was the cardio thing. There was the
cardio.
check the back seat.
Yeah, check the back seat.
What was the thing about the bathrooms?
There's the thing like I think it was like don't trust the bathrooms, or like always check them or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there was the one in there that was like check the back seat, and specifically.
Yeah, check the back seat. Limber up. You have.
That's when you were going down the hill.
Yeah, like
that's a pretty.
When in doubt, know the way out.
Yeah, is it? I think it's like 8 or.
Which was a really stupid one. I pointed that out when we were watching it. Really stupid because he props open the door in that scene. The when in doubt, know your way out thing.
Yeah.
He props open the door. A zombie could easily It's just like an infected person could easily get in the building and like attack them.
I mean,
does he do that everywhere he goes? Just keeps the doors open so that he knows his way out.
Yeah, like I mean, like you already knew
you can't
the way
just
out.
note the exit. You don't have to.
Yeah, like that door was always going to be open, like no matter what. Like you didn't really have to prop it open.
Like you have to. I mean, you have to actually make sure you could open the door in the first place. I guess is the logic behind it. Because if you can't even open it, then you're fucked, and you have to run through the exits. Jesus, the entrance again.
But anyway, Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, they're roaming around, like they're having like a playful banter with each other. You have like this serious dude that like doesn't take nothing from nobody.
What are you doing a trailer voice for? Need a serious banter. Oh jeez. All right.
And then you have like this skittish kid that's like annoying him, and and like his Woody Harrelson's like obsession with Twinkies in this movie. Oh boy, like that's my favorite thing.
Can't forget that he doesn't like snowballs.
He doesn't like snowballs.
Sometimes it feels a little out of place. The Twinkie thing. Did you notice that? Sometimes it feels a little out of place. Like the first time he does it when he brings him specifically to like the hostess truck.
Yeah.
Like I could understand that because it was like a little like thing.
Yeah, why wouldn't you expect Twinkies to be in a hostess truck?
But believe it or not, because of that, like it also introduces the other two main characters into this movie. Because
not the hostess truck scene.
Yeah, no, not
when they
that.
go into the supermarket.
Yeah, when they go to the supermarket, because they were also looking for Twinkies there.
Yeah, that's the thing. There isn't a plot to this movie.
Could you imagine?
Well, no. The plot is like that they're all trying to get to some to like one place.
Yeah, there's never really like a plot in Apocalypse.
Yeah, never.
Well, sometimes there is.
Yeah, the plot is generally like
but
get to this place here.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, it's a safe haven.
Because all you have to do is travel in these movies for it to be interesting. And I feel like a lot of times they rely on it, writers, as like a crutch or something. I mean, it works in some stuff, like as a video game, but The Last of Us it worked with,
Yeah.
And it works with The Walking Dead. They don't even have like a goal. In the comics, I mean, not the...
Yeah, not the show or anything.
Well, I mean, like realistically speaking, like it's just survive. Like that's the only thing that you can do in a situation like that. You just have to survive, and that's the goal.
Not to run back or anything to what we were just saying, but I just kind of like to think sometimes about like what you were just saying. Like that's how the characters are introduced. Like Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin's character were introduced because they were looking for Twinkies. Could you imagine just getting the script and being like, "That's my character in show. This guy's looking for fucking Twinkies."
I know how to pick movies. This is like what I
was obviously very excited about that. He put his all into this movie.
Yeah.
There isn't a scene that he doesn't.
It's just like a fun little movie.
Run.
Like it's
It's
not the most serious movie. It's just like a fun movie.
Definitely not.
It's not supposed to be something intellectual or anything like that. And a lot of people really, really love this movie. I think I only know like one person who doesn't like this movie. Like, really doesn't like it. And I think it's because there's just, it's not trying to say anything. It's supposed to just
be like a fun, like turn your brain off like an hour or so.
When, Wichita and Little Rock, those are the characters' names. When they randomly decide that Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg are going with them in their car that they stole, or their truck that they stole.
They're fucking.
You're not supposed to think about it too much. It's just an excuse for the characters to all work together.
They're like pinned as like, oh, they're like super crafty on like how they work, but every single plan that they do is just like the stupidest thing, and it shouldn't work, but it does because like the movie said it works.
Yeah.
Like when they first meet, like they just so happen to be in there. Why were they back there? You ever think like why were they like they didn't know that they were?
Yeah, were they just waiting for somebody to come in so they could?
Yeah, it is kind of like a weird thing to think about.
Yeah, like
after having
their characters. I mean, the entire movie, their characters are making weird, strange,
would they think
predictable, not predictable, but
yeah, like fully. Like what if like a whole bunch of like raiders were coming in, like just like people trying to get stuff like from
some
the
Mad Max types,
yeah.
And they just see like this unarmed female like right there. She's outnumbered. Like they could have easily pointed guns at her and like told her not to move.
Well, that's the other thing too. That's the other like going into like how dumb it is. Like some of the stuff they do. They also have it where like, all right, so they have this whole like thing to unbeknownst to everyone, is they're trying to fool them into like lowering their guard and everything like that. But that's also stupid because they do a thing where they're like, okay, like, oh, she's bitten, she wants to, have me take her out, and then so Jesse Eisenberg can't do it because his whole character's like a little bitch, and then so they give it to Tallahassee, and then she's like, no, wait, I want it because I want to take out my sister. If she didn't say that, and she does it like really like rushed, like if she didn't say it fast enough, you would have just been like, okay, and just blew her head off. Would have.
I think what you're not mentioning is the entire point of why they're back there is to trick Woody
Oh, no,
Harrelson
yeah,
and
no,
Jesse
I know why it's
Eisenberg and
there.
steal all their stuff.
No, I get why they're trying to do it. It's just also like...
But they hold they hold the gun, and if Woody Harrelson, if they were like if he was a second quicker on the trigger...
Wait. As soon
Well,
as
if he was a second quicker on the trigger,
She would just be dead.
she'd be dead.
We just
Like
have
a great-
Abigail Breslin.
I'd be like a great plan.
Breslin
Breslin.
in makeup. Yeah, whatever, shut up. We just have Abigail with like in makeup with like a bullet wound or something. Be insane.
And it'd
then
be
just-
insane, dude.
then
Makeup
just-
with a bullet wound, it'd
Yeah.
be insane.
It would be insane.
That would
Like this
blow
movie,
Nick's...
dude. This
It doesn't
movie
take
killed
much
that
to
kid.
blow his mind, man. That would be insane.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
So you continue explaining the story. So they they get robbed.
Yeah, so like
Insanely.
So anyway, this like master plan, it works. They done got bamboozled, and
They're
yes.
done diddly dicked.
So like they take their guns, they take the Cadillac, they drive away, and now like just Woody Harrelson and like Jesse Eisenberg, they're just left to walk around and like I guess find a car. And they find what is they find a Hummer, right?
It's like a Hummer H3 or some crap.
Yeah, they find a Hummer that does not blend into anything on screen at the time.
Not the
Yeah,
house that
and-
it's like in the driveway.
Yeah, certainly not the house.
Well,
It's super clean too.
Well, it's got
and everything's
ammo
like,
all over the back of it.
Well, guns
How did
and ammo.
nobody raid that Hummer already? Is the real question.
I think someone was clearly in it because like the hands were still attached to the
Oh no,
steering
yeah,
wheel.
but how did nobody like? Well, obviously something happened there. Maybe somebody else was like trying to get the guy and like take the car or something. But how did no one see that giant duffel bag in the back and at least not just take it and look at it later on?
Yeah, like none of the guy's neighbors
Yeah, no, like
checked it out.
also clearly like the way the house looked. I mean, that looked like a disheveled house, not just because it was the apocalypse, but it probably was a shitty house to begin with. They definitely, whoever owned the house, definitely spent all their money just blown on that fucking Hummer. Like they're just like, dude, house upkeep, fuck that. I need a Hummer immediately.
Like, so what if I can't afford it? I need this.
I need the Hummer.
So then what happened, Lon?
All right. So, of course, Woody Harrelson is like, I love rednecks. Starts shooting into the air like, woo, we got this Hummer. And then, and like, yeah, like what was it? Like not even like 10 minutes after like that scene of where we saw like Emma Stone and Abigail at Breslin. Like we see him again.
Don't fuck it up and say Breslin like I did.
I was thinking about saying that too. No. We don't.
Teslin.
Teslin.
I got it.
Got it, guys. Teslin. Like
Say the fucking name right, please.
we have another scene in which they done got bamboozled. Like the trap is the trap. Well, I guess like they have like the car set up in like a wide open field, of course, because if you want to like ambush someone, you like have it like out where there's like hardly
you
anything.
don't do it like in a cornfield or something like that. You could just hide behind the corn, just an open,
just
open stretch of the road.
Like the most open field.
How did
imaginable.
she get in the car without anybody seeing Abigail Breslin? How'd she get in?
Because they had the sunroof open, so she probably even then
She
that doesn't make
climbed up
sense.
on the... Where was she hiding that they didn't see her?
I don't know.
They would have to be behind a hay bale, but like
She
they
probably-
parked in the
she
middle of
probably honestly
in the open.
She probably just ran up really quickly. Jesse Eisenberg his character was a bitch again, and then just like let her in the car, and then she was just like hiding underneath like the seat or something. Like I'm gonna wait till he pops
Also,
out.
they didn't check the hay bales that were right there. Like she was hiding behind like weird hay bales, right?
Yeah,
They didn't
that's
check
like the most
those?
obvious spot.
They ran right to the Hummer. They didn't check the hay bales.
I mean, Woody Harrelson several times is like, "Don't fuck with a man's Cadillac," so. Of course, he's gonna check his fucking Cadillac first.
And I mean, like, what was the plan there again? Like, their whole plan was like they were gonna sit behind those hay bales and wait.
You done goofed again.
They
Yeah,
were
they're
gonna
so-
wait again. Like,
Also,
They're
As if
so
they knew-
lucky that
there
these
was-
same morons
Dude,
keep walking
yeah.
by and getting
Also,
tricked.
the other thing is like, okay, there's the hay thing, whatever, where Emma Stone's hiding or Wichita's hiding. I don't see any of that for Abigail Breslin. Is she just like? She's just like, oh, it's like because it was like a slightly like hilled road or something like that. So was she just like hiding behind the hill, like, oh, I'm gonna pop out and just fucking hold him at gunpoint, like, let me in. There's nowhere for her to hide in that open stretch of road at all.
I know, that's what we were just talking about.
Alright. I guess I'll just shut the fuck up then. Go on, Lung.
Continuing.
I'll stop contributing.
Anyway. Yeah, so then, like, they done got bamboozled. They got guns pointed on them. They're in the car. And instead of, like, doing, like, the most obvious thing ever and just, like, leaving them like they did in the previous scene, they're like, you know, you guys are coming along with us. Why? Who the hell knows why? It was the dumbest decision.
We gotta go to Disney World.
Yeah, that never lines up.
Hello, potentially dangerous people that we just dropped.
Well, remember, like,
twice.
Emma Stone gets in the car, and then she tells Jesse Eisenberg... Well, she doesn't get in the car. She, like, walks up to the window, and then she tells Jesse Eisenberg to get out of the car.
Yeah.
And what, she told him to just get back into the car?
Yeah,
no,
she doesn't. Doesn't she like, you got shotgun? Like,
get out of the car. We're stealing this, and then you go sit next to me in the car.
But we're still we stole it.
Granted, unarmed, but I mean, there's a little girl in the back. Like, Woody Harrelson's not just gonna grab the gun with his man's strength from her and shoot Emma Stone in the head.
Which he does that too. Like, they're driving, and he's holding
It could have, yeah, like that was like.
No, he just like yanks it back and then points it at.
He could have done that very easily. If this, you know, if, like, we're talking about real life.
Yeah.
But in real life, that none of this would be happening. They just would all be dead because
in real life there'd be no infected people. And if there was, it'd be canceled, like, just done, like, vaccinated very quickly.
Like, they're driving. They're having a great time. It's fun times all around. Just why are they all together? Just for the movie's sake? You good there, man?
No, dude. I don't know what you're talking. They're not just there for just no reason. They're going to Disneyland.
What is it? What is?
Or it's like Playpen Buttman
Pacific
or something.
Playhouse.
Oh yeah, Pacific Butt House. All right. So they're going to Pacific Butt House. Keep going, Lung.
This is after the Bill Murray house. Are you still leading up to Bill Murray's house?
Well, yeah, we're not even there yet.
Oh, okay. Don't forget Bill Murray.
Well, like, here's the thing, like, they're all going, like, very different places. Like, Columbus, like, where is he going again? Like, I don't even remember, like, where he was, like, headed. I know he's headed home, but I don't know where home for him, like, was.
Columbus, Ohio.
But, like, that doesn't make any sense to me, because, like, Tallahassee, he's headed to Kentucky, right? Like, that's where he was headed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they just, like, kind of, like, they don't really go into, like, they just drops all plans because they decide to go to Playpen Butt House or whatever.
Yeah, and, like, Abigail Breslin and Emma Stone, like, they're headed to California to go to Pacific Playhouse.
California. Yeah, no, it's weird. And
they just, like, instead of, you know, like, even after, like, they're all, like buddies and, like, friends.
Tallahassee is the capital city of Florida.
Okay.
All right.
Well, is that where he was headed? Like, Florida?
That's where he's headed, yes.
Then why did he say Kentucky? What? Did they just, like,
well, no,
forget their geography
like where he was from?
Second?
No, he doesn't say Kentucky in the film. They say Florida at some point later on. She goes, "Where's Florida?"
Didn't we all hear Kentucky? I could have sworn we only heard Kentucky come out of this guy's mouth.
No, nobody said Kentucky.
All right, well, you know.
Maybe he was headed east though.
Yeah. Well, both him and Columbus are heading east. And Abigail Breslin and Emma Stone are heading west to Pacific Playhouse. And for some reason, they all decide to ride in the same car. And even though none of them are going to the same place.
But, like, you know, like, they all ended up in the same place anyway.
I know why. Because Emma Stone tells Columbus that Columbus, Ohio is destroyed.
Yeah, it's, like, fully burnt to the ashes.
So he decides to just go along with them because back east is, like, wrecked.
Okay.
That's what it was. That's where that is. I don't understand why they kept them in the car after robbing them. But the reason why they stay in the car is because they tell them that the whole East Coast or whatever is wrecked or something like that. Not that Columbus, Ohio is on the East Coast. That the eastern half of the country is wrecked.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess they like kept them in the car because they're this stupid already that they got fucking robbed twice. So I guess just for fucking shits and giggles for them, or at least for Emma Stone. Like how many more times can we rob them? Just like it's so like it could just be like they're just sleeping in the middle of the night. Oh, all right, bye. But they're just gone. Took all your shit.
They don't trust each other. There's no reason for them to. They could turn on each other at any given moment for any reason. One of the things
too, they say in the later, like, we don't trust anyone, but just me and you. We only trust me and you, and that's it. Like they say that to each other.
Well, so, like that,
and that was like
that's after she leads Jesse Eisenberg on in that.
Yeah, but it's still like that's clearly like I know that's the first time they're saying is after that scene, but it's clearly like been an unwritten or like established rule for them. So why are they just still in the fucking car? I guess.
Yeah, like they had their own set of rules, which like there was never like a time
to be
where
the
like
only one.
It's this movie's like recurring theme.
It would have been pretty cool to like see like if they like also had like a point of view and you could see like a couple of like their rules. You had like a quick backstory of like how like they got of like how they they were traveling together and like how they managed to survive like for this long. But yeah, nothing like substantial like that, which I thought would have been pretty cool. But it's not this kind of movie.
Why does the cover say Superbad meets Shaun of the Dead? I get the Shaun of the Dead thing because it's a zombie
like a comedic
thing.
Yeah, with a
comedic zombie movie.
Alright, but you could just say Superbad meets Shaun of the Dead?
Is it because Emma Stone is in this movie and also Superbad?
That's the only explanation I see. I don't see any.
I guess I've never seen Superbad, so I have no idea.
I hate you.
I know.
Seen that fucking movie.
A lot of movies I haven't seen, man.
Yeah, because you just sit there like.
Yeah, no, I just sit there and like watch paint dry. That's my form of entertainment.
Specifically with your thumb up your ass, clearly.
So the best scene in the entire movie, and I think we can all agree with this, unless I'm wrong, it might be, is the scene where Woody Harrelson is locked in the amusement park,
like the souvenir shop.
The souvenir shop, yeah, or whatever that was, and he's like, he pulls the gates down, and he just starts shooting.
Yeah,
at all the zombies.
He just so happens to have enough ammunition to kill everyone and everything there.
Yeah. I swear to you, I almost said walkers. I'm way too like
tired
up Robert Kirkman's rear end.
Yeah, like it doesn't even work in this movie because they run at you.
Maybe it's like Left 4 Dead logic where it's just any pistol you get is just infinite ammo. Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah, no.
Because that's the only other explanation.
No, he kept
pretty similar.
He kept
no. Yeah, but
they don't care about ammo in this film.
They
run around.
You have like infinite clip size.
Did you not see the scene where Woody Harrelson's just shooting randomly in the air? They don't care.
Yeah, no, obviously, I'm just saying like that's the only.
The numerous scenes where Woody Harrelson's just shooting randomly.
Yeah, the shotguns that they had just never seemed to run out of ammo until like the moment called for. Oh, it's intense.
Yeah.
Like now the scene is intense. Oh, now we've run out of ammo. After like, oh what? Damn, my like hundred clips.
my 100 shells. No, where did they all go?
Should have went for the extended mag. Oh no.
Would you think of the climax of the movie at the amusement park in total long?
Well, I mean, like there's like a lot of cool scenes in it. But there's also like a lot of like really stupid decisions, especially like what Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin. You're gonna say,
damn it! I was really hoping you said Tesla again.
Tesla. I'm gonna say it like at one point, and I'm gonna die. That's when I like get up and walk out of this room.
Just leaves the room. Fucking, I said Tesla for the last time.
You know what? She's just Little Rock from now on. How about that?
I mean, that's the character.
Emma Stone, Little Rock. That's it.
Emma Stone wasn't Little Rock. Emma Stone
was
Wichita.
And Little Rock.
Gotcha. Emma Stone as Little Rock and Wichita. She's playing personalities.
She's on her knees when she plays she plays Little Rock.
Could you imagine that scene? It's just her with split personality. Could you imagine that scene? You have to help me. My sister got bitten, and she just goes on her knees.
Goes on her knee, puts on the
would
hat.
make this movie so much more
I
interesting.
would have pissed myself.
Oh man,
Just
she
Emma
could
Stone on
have
her
dominated this movie
Oh my
if she
god,
was doing
Emma
that.
Stone on her knees doing a little girl voice. She even like twirls her hair like it's in Pig Girls or something.
Did you say you liked the amusement park climax line?
I was getting into that. There were like scenes that I liked, but it
I'm
ended like on a very generic note.
Exhausted.
Yeah, a little exhausted, but I mean,
Teslin, right? That's where she started off.
Little Rock, yeah,
Tesla.
that's exactly what I was thinking. There were scenes that I liked, but there were a lot of stupid decisions, especially like everything that Emma Stone and Little Rock, everything that they do is the dumbest thing ever. First off, going into the amusement park, somehow managing to turn everything on. By the way, everything still has power, also, which is like surprising.
Did she just flip one switch?
No, she flipped like every single switch because it was powering different parts of the park. Yeah, that's also
How
weird
big
that
is
they
this
just
park?
still had power.
How big is this
Well,
park
I guess
supposed to be? It looked like there was like a lake in the middle of it or something.
No, yeah, it's probably like
And there's
supposed
like
to be,
one
like,
control center to like everything in the park. Generally, like these things have like
Who's
their own
going-
power supply.
I can't even go on that like swinging boat thing when there's a guy standing there controlling it. Why would you even risk going on rides in the
could you even
middle
go?
of an apocalypse?
You actually need someone standing there because generally, like they're like the ones that
just
like
shoot
gauge.
the control box.
They're the ones that gauge like how long rides go on for. But why do that? Like, oh, dude, there are no zombies there.
Dude, clearly this one had an automatic timer on that ship one, because then they somehow got off. And we're just like, oh, dude, all these zombies came in after we set off.
Like
all these like
how
loud
did they know,
noises
How did
happening.
they know we were here? Oh my god! I thought there were supposed to be no zombies
you get
here. Oh my
extended,
goodness!
pathetic scenes of Emma Stone like kicking a zombie off of the the zipper or whatever that thing is called.
Yeah, the big drop rider, whatever the hell
I think
that
it's
is.
called the zipper.
All right, you can zip up your pants. Bitch.
No, seriously,
fucking
it's a couple
exhausted.
pants, dude. Like, it's
Yeah,
pretty bad.
dude, your flies down. It's pretty fucking horrible.
Alright.
Yeah,
Like-
so they're on a Dillon zipper, and you know, the thing is like descending down.
It's just I don't know. It's not a disaster. But I
No, it's
also
just-
feel like it's not a movie that deserves the love that people have for it, right?
No, I'd say it's a pretty
Because
like
people love this movie, man.
no. I
It
don't
has
think
a
so. It's
certain
great-
charm to it, I think.
Yeah,
the-
I think that was the main
The
thing.
grindhouse
kind
like,
of like aspect to it with
Yeah.
like the
I
I
mean,
would say exploitation, but just
the
you know.
zombies are great. The zombies are fantastic. Amber Heard in the beginning of the movie. Amber Heard is the
his 406 fucking roommate.
Yeah.
For,
A girl
for
down
you
the
who
hall.
doesn't know actors long, that's
Okay.
who that was. She did fantastic as
For
the zombie,
the whole
yeah.
2 seconds she was like in the movie for.
yeah, but her performance as a zombie, she was really good, man. It's hard. I don't know. It was exciting. It was good. She looked like she was in pain. It was good.
It's pretty
Excellent.
Pretty
She did a really good job running at like Jesse Eisenberg. She real good.
I'm sorry, you saying she didn't?
Yeah, she did a really good job at running at him. Yes,
Long as being a sarcastic fuck, he wants to give her a gold star.
gold star.
Gold.
Anyway, I love
Gold star.
the zombie effects and work and performances in these movies are really in these movies. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess there is 2 of them now, but in this movie are really good. You know, Woody Harrelson is fantastic. I think this is one of if you want to direct somebody to in the you know to see the best Woody Harrelson movies. This is he owns this movie. This is Woody Harrelson. At his
Every
peak.
scene that he's in is like, just he fucking eats it up.
This
Dude,
is yeah.
when they meet Bill Murray for the first time, he's like, Bill fucking Murray, and he's like losing his mind.
I know.
He's, like,
He's
meeting one of
standing
his
in a room
idols.
with Bill Murray, and he's just the only one on
Losing his
screen you
mind.
want to see, though.
Yeah,
Think about that. He's so good.
it's funny because Emma Stone's like the only thing she's like, he tickles my funny bone, and then we just cut to
He's so
amazing
good
actor,
that in
yeah.
the climax of the film, we should be way more worried about Jesse Eisenberg saving Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin from pathetic death on the zipper, and we're far more interested in Woody Harrelson shooting up whatever he's shooting up.
Yeah,
everything in sight.
He's just so he is the soul of this movie.
It's also weird too, like just talking about like he was the breakout character earlier. I'm really surprised they gave him that like way more impactful emotional scene out of that.
I feel like there's like not even a point to that though. It doesn't even fit with like the movie.
What, the emotional scene with the kid?
Yeah, because like it's out of nowhere. It's never brought up again after that. Like it's only brought up for that one point, and then it's like in that moment is immediately killed with a joke in the movie. Like if you didn't have like that one scene,
he wipes his tears with the fucking dollar bills or something.
Yeah, like he. It's like broken. Yeah, it's broken up with a joke. Like you could literally have that one scene not in the movie, and it wouldn't be any different.
I think you could just cut it before he wipes his tears away with the fucking Benjamins.
Yeah, like you can have like serious moments in this movie, but I mean, I'm like left feeling like it was like completely pointless to even bring that up.
I don't know. Overall, I don't know. Overall, I do like the film though.
It's hard not to.
Yeah,
it's hard.
I think it's just like if
it's
you're
an
looking
early
at it,
2000s classic.
It kind of is because everyone was pining for like a sequel or something, and now we're like on the cusp of it.
On the cusp, it's coming out in a couple weeks, man. If not a week. I haven't been paying attention when it's coming out, but apparently it's coming out very soon.
That's why I said the cusp. It's close.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been 10 years. Movies have come a very long way, especially apocalypse movies. There are a lot, it Comes at Night, and that apocalypse movie with Peter Dinklage. Like, they're all very dark, somber movies, and even zombie movies are very dark and somber now.
They went that way. I guess it's kind of good that this movie came out right before, like, there's, like, this revival of, like, zombie, like, The Walking Dead and everything like that. So just, like, I think
it's the last breath of the previous generation's version of zombies.
Yeah, definitely. Before everything, like, just with everything nowadays, it's taken, like, it has to be, it's so serious with survival. Gosh, we need to survive from people running at us, and we have weapons, but we have to survive. We have to be so serious about it.
Because if I was in like an apocalypse scenario, I'd be like, why not have some fun with this? Like everyone's dead, and like we may be like the last.
Wouldn't it be everyone's dream to just like it's not even like a person anymore? It takes I don't know. It just gives you that, like, it is, like, lighthearted. Why wouldn't you?
The hell is that?
The sprinklers, that said, dude. Like, you gotta, like, water, like, the plants. You don't want them to die.
Yeah, we're really ending it with a fucking discussion about sprinklers going off outside. That's what we're doing. Guys, the sprinklers went off. Zombies, though. You gotta keep them alive.
Well, thank you, everyone, for tuning into our nonsense ramblings. It's our first time. Forgive us.
Yeah, we're virgins at this, but no, we're not.
Shut the fuck up.
Why you
gotta make it weird?
No, I mean, like, that's what I'm known
for. To close us out.
I give this movie an 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10?
8 out of 10.
I don't do 10 out of 10. I don't do out of 5. 5 and 10, it's redundant.
Alright, cool. I'll give it a 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
There.
3 out of 4?
It's a 7.
I thought you said an 8 out of 4.
I give it a 2 out of 4.
I'll get an 8 out of 2. You're giving it a half?
Yeah, 2 out of 4, man.
I give it a 3. It's a 75%. It's not that bad. Deserves a C.
I'll give it a 2 out of 3.
Why you gotta be a fucking asshole and change it then?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Like, we're all coming up with our own, like, special systems here.
We just agreed on 4.
I don't... Okay, like,
why 5 is redundant.
It's too redundant.
We just did 4 for aesthetic purposes, and now you're going to fucking 3 out of nowhere.
Alright, now it's back down to 2. I just want to be different.
Nobody grades a movie out of 2, because then that means all movies are like, if you have any problem with it, it's like a half.
I'm sure somebody graded a movie out of 2 once.
Out of a God. Well,
if you go like one,
stupid then.
Like 1 to 2, you could do 1.1.
Because then if you have one critique, it's just like, because then if you're looking at it like like it's a math problem or something. It's like 50%. You had one problem and it's a 50%. That's where you're drawing the line with the movie.
So where are we settling on this? It's half as good as great.
I guess
That's
so.
perfect. I couldn't have thought about any better
ZombieLand.
way to explain that.
ZombieLand is half as good as great.
I hate.
Will you guys be seeing ZombieLand too?
I sure will.
Yeah,
Make sure to buy your tickets. We're sponsored.
We're
No,
definitely
we're not
not.
sponsored. You stupid ass.
Nobody can sponsor the just people
Sponsor
as
the
bad
worst
at this.
podcast
This is the worst
ever recorded. Oh Jesus! Have a good night, everyone.